Hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with a special twin flame relationship reading. Upon request, I've had more than one request recently to do a twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine reading. So I'm going to attempt to cover all possible angles here. We're using 3 decks. Our first is called the Everyday Enchantment Tarot deck. This one is for relationship to self. I am so fond of sharing with you all that whenever we turn over the 6 of Cups or the 2 of Cups and we have soulmate, twin flame energy showing up in those cards, I do encourage you all to look at your relationship to self first and foremost. So the Everyday Enchantment Tarot cards are about our own inner divine masculine, divine feminine relationship. And then we have, we've got 2 other decks, sister decks. One is the Arcanum Tarot, and the other is Thelema Tarot. So this is divine masculine, this is divine feminine over here. And let's jump in and let's get started. So with the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, the intention while shuffling this deck was simply to identify the energies that we are experiencing within our own selves. What is the energy atmosphere of our relationship to self? And our first card is the Sun. Oh, how beautiful for us. Good. Great foundation, right? Happiness, bliss, love, connection, unity. So everything in these cards is going to relate to how we are broadcasting and relating to beloved other. And if not beloved, then look to your other priority relationships. So you can bring this into twin flame friendship, you can bring this into twin flame beloved. But we are starting out individually, specifically, with the Sun energy. How fortunate is that? What's coming with it, though? Our next card is the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, a karmic cycle. And I do find it interesting that there are those of you who have asked specifically for this kind of a reading, and it is because of the Wheel of Fortune. And I chose the Enchanted Everyday Tarot, or Everyday Enchantment Tarot, because it's kind of an urban, modern style deck. So what are we facing as we go out into the world every day? So we have the Sun fueling the Wheel of Fortune, which is beautiful. Karmic energy coming up for us to sort, and we have the energy and the joy to do that. So we are looking within ourselves, which is perfect, though that the self reflection may be affecting the twin flame connection relationship, which is part of why you're all asking for this kind of a reading, right? So the Wheel of Fortune, it is what I refer to as the divine delivery system. And within the divine delivery system, as I said, it's being fueled by the Sun. How beautiful is that? What direction is it going, though? It is upright, so it's turning in our favor, which is wonderful. The wheel is quite a turning point within the major arcana of tarot, in that we come from a very sensation, physical, 3D, ego journey with the Fool from 0 to 10 on the wheel, and on the wheel we turn to a much more spiritual experience within the major arcana. So the Sun is fueling a turning point for us to go deeper into our relationship to self on our spiritual journey. And this usually indicates that we are turning over energy that has been with us for a while, things that we would like to bring fulfillment to, wholeness to, love, healing to. So these 2 amazing cards could be turning over energy for us that feel quite unlike those 2 cards together. So we may be experiencing a little bit of discomfort, inner discomfort, a little bit of awkwardness as we experience our own selves. We've been asked in the daily readings recently to be very curious and adventurous and to ask questions. What have I not considered? And that information alone creates a scenario that we see here with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful combination, but it can be awkwardly uncomfortable in the moment as we clear away or harmonize frequency for relationship to self and then relationship to anyone else or with anyone else. And it's all flowing into the Nine of Blades in this deck, so Nine of Swords. And take a look at this one. You all know it. It's that one that has you up in the night, questioning yourself, with anxiety even. Oh, did I say the right thing? Did I not say enough? Should I have said this? I held it in. I wished I'd expressed it. What if that person, blah, 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 right? Here's a great suggestion, and it's one that if I'm going to advise it, likely I'm doing it. So the best suggestion here is if you've got something unfinished with someone, or there's a certain someone that you can't speak to face at this time, or if there's something deep within your own heart that you wish to share and you right now don't have the bravery or the courage for it, you're too vulnerable to put it out there, do a visualization and see in the visualization, see yourself sitting by a stream. Find a comfy spot on a log, on a rock, whatever it is, and then vision that other person there with you. Invite them there within your own higher selves and have the conversation in an unfiltered way. Say it all, pour it all out. And what's fascinating and beautiful about doing a visualization like that is that the energy usually sorts itself in a miraculous way. So, the sun shines on it, the Wheel of Fortune turns it over, and the frequency gets elevated, and then you find in these very rare moments, you express exactly what it was you wanted to share. And it's done so simply. No verbal clutter. It's really clear. This happened to me 2 weeks ago. I had spent a couple of weeks rather tangled up in myself about some things that I wanted to say or wished I had expressed better. And I wasn't feeling the courage. I was feeling much more vulnerability. And then, remarkably, in a very ordinary moment, I spoke 5 words that really held the totality of what I'd wanted to say. It was the core message of what I wanted to say, and I had to laugh at myself. That the universe provided just that beautiful, sweet, ordinary, simple moment, and I was able to express myself profoundly from my own heart, and I satisfied the energy for myself. So if you find yourself in a Nine of Swords or Blades situation here, you can trust that the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune are delivering you an opportunity to release yourself from this particular energy. Again, take it to a visualization, take it to a stream, speak to the person you want to share with, or if this doesn't relate to another person at this moment, if there's some part of you that just feels misunderstood or not eloquently expressed, take yourself to the stream and bring a guide with you, vision an angel there with you. Call on Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Ariel, any of them, and have them sit with you by the stream and express yourself. All right, we are going to move into the Divine Masculine. So these cards from the Arcanum Tarot deck. Do I have the box? Yeah. What a gorgeous deck, both of them. This one and Thelema. Gorgeous decks, sister decks. So we're starting out with Divine Masculine, and these cards were shuffled out of the deck with the intention of sharing what Divine Masculine is experiencing of the Divine Feminine. So take it to your twin flame connection, soulmate connection, relationships, whether they are friendships, whether they are beloved connections, or take it deeper into your own self in relationship to self if that feels relevant to you. First card, Three of Cups, Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. His experience of her is the Three of Cups. This is really such a beautiful card because here you have the Two of Cups being poured into the Ace of Cups. So there's the contribution of each, and then what they contribute, creating something else altogether. That's beautiful. This is the excited anticipation type of energy within Divine Masculine at this time. It's joyous for him to connect with her, to share and combine energies and create something new. And it's being poured into the Ace of Cups, which is that lovely overflow. So each individual is now able to share from the overflow within the connection. Perfect. No one is feeling no one's feeling drained or overly responsible for anything. There's equality here. There's great sharing. There's great togetherness, which creates great celebration. Next, we have Page of Pentacles. This card is one of allowing. So it's allowing this connection, these combined energies to grow, to flourish, to blossom. And there is a process in that. The Page of Pentacles message is all about everything has its own right season. And we need to allow the fruit to ripen on the vine. That's the beauty of that message. So what I'm picking up here intuitively off these two cards is there are times when Divine Masculine feels Divine Feminine is pushing and rushing energy, and you know his energy may become more dug in or even a little bit stoic. Some would say distant or withdrawn, and that's because Divine Masculine is sensing that this could move along in an energy that feels too fast, too quick, and he'd rather be in the celebration of savoring on the Three of Cups here. And so there's a request here from Divine Masculine to Feminine to do that with him, to celebrate with him. Let's harmonize frequency yet again in these cards. And then we have Five of Cups. Yeah, this is why. Yes, so within Divine Masculine there's healing, Nine of Swords even, healing type of energy in the Five of Cups itself. Well, the beautiful thing here is that we've got three turned over cups, Three of Cups. And then we have two upright cups. We've got the two cups over here pouring into the one. So Divine Masculine is saying, I recognize the beauty of this connection, though I may not be quite complete within my own self enough to fully offer you the kind of relationship you're asking for, Divine Feminine. I may require a little more time to consider these three previous cups and to completely embrace the Two of Cups that are offered within the Five. This is a card of pain, loss, and sorrow. And Divine Feminine, the best gift you can give is understanding and allowing, because you cannot force an energy here, and Divine Masculine's asking you not to. He's asking you to be in harmony with the season of his experience. Next, Queen of Cups. Yeah, he's also asking you to pay attention to your intuitive self. And the Queen of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. This is her scrying mirror. He's letting you know that he recognizes just exactly how tuned in, intuitive you are, and he trusts you to understand the beautiful connected energy between the two of you and respond accordingly to that. So you're being asked to step up, Divine Feminine, with your intuitive gifts and to allow this flow. It may not be at the pace you desire exactly in this moment, and that's all right. You know, lean in here to the Page of Pentacles. This is something that's been made manifest. It's a pentacle. It's tangible. The connection is real. Savor that and allow yourself to be gifted by his desire to go through his own healing process because he doesn't want to bring any broken part of himself to the relationship, because he knows that that will eventually cause a crack in the foundation. This is something he's already experienced more than once, quite likely, and he is not willing to repeat that. So you're allowing to savor what is within the connection and watch it get poured into the Ace of Cups. Watch that go out into the ripple effect. Allow the gift of consistency within the connection to bless you, and savor it. What are you rushing for anyway? Is really the question on the Page of Pentacles. Is there some sort of satisfaction that comes from pushing for a declaration within a relationship? What is that? Is it necessary? Can you be your beautiful, wild, free, independent self, divine feminine, and allow divine masculine to meet you there, celebrate that, Sun, Three of Cups, and create a new turning point within beloved relationship or within your friendships? So turn up the dial on the intuition, divine feminine, and pay attention to what divine masculine is showing you, saying to you, speaking to you. Listen to that and bring some harmony to that, bring some acceptance to that, and then go into allowing with him. Next card. Three of Wands. Yes, because it creates a whole new experience. And this is just the thing, and I do feel that this is what has inspired the request for a twin flame reading at this time, because I hear from so many within the one-on-one personal readings, and we're seeing it in the daily readings here on the YouTube channel, that people want something different. They don't want to do the same old thing because they've done that, and it hasn't ended well, or it ended and that was the shock, because you didn't start out thinking it was ever going to go that way. And you know through repetition that if you keep doing the same old thing, you're going to get the same old result, and everybody wants a different result at this time. So that's why it's really important for the feminine to be listening to the masculine and what he says, and harmonizing the pace of connection here, and really savoring what comes of the connection in that Ace of Cups right here on the 3 and right here on the Queen. Pay attention to your intuition. So the Three of Wands is a very passionate card, and it's a card about sending out to the universe the all that is, what you know to be your truth, that you wish to manifest and create. And this card's letting you know that's happened. Not only has the universe heard it, but divine masculine has heard it. And so that's part of what's being created here in the 3. It's the two energies coming together, creating a third energy, and then a whole new experience from that. And everyone's excited about that. Though in our relationship to self, we have this excitement here with the Sun, we have it with the Wheel, but then we have these quiet times when we are in solitude and we start to worry and fret and stress. And this is exactly when we need more love, not less, and we cannot look outside ourselves for it. We must look within our own selves for it. Bring love to whatever fear is rising. Bring yourself into wholeness, and then bring that to the connection, because that's what's being poured out of these cups. Okay, let's move on to, we're going to come back to divine masculine shortly, but let's move on to divine feminine and what her experience is of the masculine at this time. And we have the Queen of Swords. Awesome. She wants decisiveness, and she doesn't want nonsense, and she's not fooling around, this girl. I love the Queen of Swords. She is so decisive. She has a reputation for being cold. So message to divine masculine here. This lady gets her point across, and she speaks her truth. She speaks it fairly well, and she doesn't play games. That's the energy here. She also has a broad perspective. So she's letting masculine know at this time she will consider all potentialities, all options at this time. Though she does She won't suffer a fool at all. So no foolishness, no nonsense. If you are speaking matters of the heart within friendship, within beloved connection, if you're speaking of that, this is a place for you to bring your A game and your authenticity, because divine feminine at this time is not up for shenanigans. So we'll come back to the Queen, I feel. Let's see what comes next. Yeah, Death card. Look at that. Queen of Swords is going to drop a sword on foolishness, on nonsense. She will run it through. She's absolutely fed up with shenanigans. So this is a message about being mindful of communication tactics. It would be wise, masculine, to address feminine quite directly. No verbal clutter here on the Queen of Swords. She wants to hear authenticity, and she wants or desires heartfelt, kind, compassionate communication, and an opportunity to be heard as well. She wants to express what it is she is excitedly anticipating here on the Death card with transformation. We've got it up here in the Wheel of Fortune. We've got it in the Sun. We have this beautiful divine delivery system delivering just this opportunity for transformation, for change, the opportunity to do things different and to go off into this beautiful horizon on the 3 out of the Death card. Divine Feminine has sought change for a while, and she has been actively participating in the alchemy of change, and she's anticipating that masculine is going to keep up with her on that, and not only keep up with her, but join her in it joyfully. And we see that over here on the masculine side in the 3 of Cups. He's asking feminine to harmonize to his pace. So here, feminine, you can meet in the middle here and not rush, not push, still create the kind of change you wish to see and be in the world, and celebrate what masculine's offering over here on the 3 and in the Page. He's inviting you to savor. So let's see what comes with the Queen of Swords and the Death card, the Chariot. Feminine, you're in a rush. You know, you find yourself in a rush. You want to push something. And here's a challenge to consider at this time. Many people are talking about ascension, 3D reality as opposed to 5D reality. And what's fascinating about that is nobody really has any true experience to offer up when it comes to being in a whole new realm of experience, 5D for instance. Now, if you've never been in this type of frequency and you've never had or connected to relationship within that kind of frequency, what do you really know? You don't have experience here. So what you're going to do is fall back on what you have known out of your own belief system, out of your own prior relationship. And feminine is going to push that envelope every single time because she wants a declaration of commitment of some kind. And so here we have the Chariot, and feminine with determination and will and no hesitation to lean right into it, and masculine saying, hey, yes, I'm here. I'm saying yes to you. I just don't want to rush this right now. I want to experience and savor this change. I really do appreciate your authenticity, your wisdom, your decisiveness. I'm asking, though, for you to combine that head and heart with the Queen of Cups over here and the intuition. So that's the alchemy that masculine is asking of the feminine, and the feminine is asking of masculine to, move it along a little bit. So you find yourselves, at odds. Meet in the middle. Focus on love of self and heal this 9 of Swords stuff. Masculine, it's coming out of past relationship. Feminine, also, it's coming out of past relationship. You're trying to apply an old formula of what you've known relationship to be in a frequency that does not support it. Consider that for a moment. Next card. The world, yes. Fulfillment, completion. If you can meet your twin flames, your soulmates in the middle, speak with authenticity, speak from your truth. Understand that you don't have all the answers. You don't know what it's going to look like, and it does give you cause for concern from time to time. If you can talk about that, you bring fulfillment, you bring wholeness, and you bring even better connection to your twin flame friendship or beloved relationship. The world, like the sun, two of the happiest, most welcome cards out of the major arcana. This is a blessing. It's a divine and cosmic gift. It's the universe saying, I wish to reward you. You've asked for this. I'm serving it up, Wheel of Fortune. It's being delivered to your foundation, and you're worrying about this out of an old belief system, an old way of being in relationship. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune again. So that creates a karmic cycle on the feminine side. If you continue to do the same old thing, if you continue to push and ask for more than what the connection can support at this time, you're going to turn this wheel again karmically and repeat it. Have to repeat it. So, slow your roll, feminine, on the Chariot here. Embrace the Death card in its depth, its mystery, and its wisdom. Bring your no nonsense, no shenanigan type attitude to your own self. Because this queen, while she doesn't suffer a fool, she doesn't suffer her own foolishness either. So take a look at it. Where are you leveraging belief system, 3D formula, prior relationship experience into a whole new experience? Where are you doing that? And have you discovered that it's really not panning out and working for you? And if that's the case, you need more love for your own self to heal whatever is in the Nine of Swords. Now, masculine, same goes for you. You could sit here on this bench of the Five of Cups, taking a look at the woe and the weary of your own prior experience and say, you know what? I'm just going to sit here until I'm good and ready. And that's not necessarily meeting feminine in the middle, is it? This is an opportunity, the Five of Cups, for you masculine to love yourself more, to get yourself out of this Nine of Swords situation. And you have the Sun, you have the Wheel, you have all the enthusiasm and celebration type of energy on this three, and you also have the patience for it within your own self. Just understand that when you are in connection with another, friendship-wise, beloved-wise, the potential for the misalignment of frequency can cause the Nine of Swords situation to erupt. And it's best expressed with kindness, compassion, and without delay, because the energy then harmonizes and the intuition is very rich and the blessings are many, and it's the self-expression that creates the celebration, that creates the savoring, that amplifies the intuition, as I'm just saying moments ago. And feminine, same. Really, it's really the same message for you. You can turn this wheel in an old-fashioned way and get an old-fashioned result. Or you can take a look at the reward that's right here in front of you from your spiritual journey work and apply that and be okay with not knowing, with not having an answer right now, this very moment. Savor that. Savor the freedom of that. Knowing that you can bring your heart fully into the moment and be rewarded. And you don't require some committed declaration at this time, because the commitment happens within you, your relationship to yourself. This is what makes you shine. This is what turns the wheel in your favor and delivers to you on your foundation the very things you have been dreaming for. All right, we're going to take briefly a look at the bottom of the deck for Divine Masculine. This is what he has to potentially offer Divine Feminine, and we have the Hierophant. He is offering you commitment. The commitment he has to himself, just what I was saying a moment ago. Be committed to yourself, feminine, because this makes you shine like the sun. Then you have that to offer to every relationship, and it's exactly what the masculine is willing to offer as well, because he'll offer his commitment to himself. That's one cup. The commitment to yourself, that's the other. And that creates the Ace of Cups for you both. That's beautiful. All right. What does the Divine Feminine have to offer? The Devil. Yes, this is a vexing energy. There's temptation in this card, and it's a temptation to do things in an old way that didn't work before, so it's not going to work now. This card is an invitation, feminine, for you to recognize that you can create a karmic cycle by doing the same thing again, or you can change it. You're being invited to change it. You are changing it. It's just that this is such a familiar energy that you think that it will work for you. And that's just not the case. All right, we're going to do angel answers. We're going to Divine Masculine. This is an opportunity for you right now to ask a question about your Divine Feminine. You could simply ask what the angels would like to share with you about her. And you receive, take action. If there is one for you to take at this time, and it may be as simple as what was spoken of earlier, go to the stream, sit on a rock, vision her there with you, and have a conversation. And then Page of Pentacles-like energy, be in allowing with the conversation to manifest in the tangible for you. And you'll find that it's way, way simpler than keeping it all locked up in your own head. So take that action. That may be the gentlest action, but if there is one to take by picking up the phone or, you know, going for a walk and just sharing thoughts and experiences and feelings, do that too. Okay, Divine Feminine, same thing. It's your opportunity to ask a question of the masculine, or ask the cards to just share with you what they would like for you to know. And you get, it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you to do things a little bit differently than you have. And the temptation here is for you to do what you know to be familiar and or safe. That's what my guides are saying right now. You're wanting to play it safe. Safe's not going to work here. And the reason for that is that you've been invited to be committed to your own self relationship. And where you don't have that strength within your own foundation, you require it. Otherwise, you're going to look outside yourself for it, and that's going to put a crack in the foundation within the connection. So do the inner journey work, the world. You're being rewarded for the journey work thus far. And my feeling here is you're being asked to trust yourself. So we're going to pull an affirmation card from The Universe Has Your Back for Divine Masculine. You receive, my vibes speak louder than my words. Yes, they do, for sure. Though it really is important for you to express yourself clearly and well. Without verbal clutter. That's what Divine Feminine is asking for. And when you do, you can then strengthen the bond of intuition between the two of you as well. So express yourself well, and she'll feel more comfortable leaning into her intuition, and she'll begin to trust this connection a lot better. You'll begin to trust it better as well. Next is an affirmation for Divine Feminine. You get, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. This is a gift you give yourself, feminine. This is exactly where you discover it is up to you to be in divine relationship with your own self and offer exactly what you wish out of relationship to the relationship. You don't have to saying to yourself, sorry, my battery died, so I'm starting over here. You don't have to sit there saying to yourself that I've got to play it safe before I make a move. It really is up to you to love yourself the way you want to be loved. That goes for everyone. But on the feminine side, it really does feel like she wants to play it safe before she takes a step or expresses herself, but it continues to result in a Nine of Swords situation. So consider doing it differently. Go into contemplation, go into stillness, go into meditation, have a conversation with Divine Masculine by the stream. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this twin flame reading. Certainly like, share, subscribe here on the channel. It's always appreciated. And most definitely leave some comments if it's in your heart to do so. I really do hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now, everyone. Peace, love, joy, happiness. We started out with the sun. It's all right there. Go for it. Bye for now.